Hello, I'm Jane Horner with Purdue Extension, Cass County, and today I'd like to share a recipe with you, and it's oven roasted radishes with peas. You know, radishes is one of those vegetables, and it's a root vegetable that's very easy to grow in the garden. It's probably one of the easiest ones, and you could go out today and plant some radish seeds, and they're ready to harvest in some varieties in about 3 weeks. And then after you harvest all those, you can plant some more. You just got to make sure that you get your last planting done about 3 weeks before the frost hits. And so you just need a bunch of radishes, which is about 10 radishes. And we're going to cut the ends off. And these, I've already taken the tops off of them. And so kind of have that, and you're going to quarter them. And just put them on a baking sheet, one with edges there. Now radishes are sometimes can be very hot and kind of considered spicy, but they're actually a very hearty vegetable that provide lots of fiber, because it's one of those too that we eat with the skin on. And we know for vegetables that one of the best ways to get fiber is by leaving the skin on our vegetables. So I'm just going to cut these really quick in these quarters. I'm going to put them on there. If you had a small container garden, radishes would be an easy thing to plant in there. They're a root vegetable like carrots, another one. So once you get them in there, you kind of need to like thin them out. This recipe that I'm using today, you can also find by going to Purdue's Food Link website. And you can just Google Purdue Food Link, and you will find some other recipes for radishes. You'll learn how to store them and how to preserve them. So I have my radishes all like quartered and on my tray, and you're just going to add like 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Kind of put it on there, and you'll just add some salt and pepper to taste. And mix them up. As you know, our hands are one of the best tools that we sometimes have in the kitchen. So I want them covered with that oil and spread them out so they're not on top of each other. And then I'm going to put them in my oven at 450 degrees for about 10 minutes. So my radishes have roasted in the oven for 10 minutes, and can you see they're kind of brown? I don't know if you can see that very well. And so now I'm going to add a cup of peas, and I'm going to put it back in the oven just for a minute to let those peas heat through. So my peas have heated up, and now to finish it off, I'm going to add a tablespoon of lemon juice, and this is optional, is a teaspoon of dillweed. And I actually like dillweed on a lot of my vegetables, so I'm going to add some of this dillweed. You may not want a whole teaspoon. The recipe calls for that. I'm going to mix that dillweed in there. I have a beautiful dish of oven roasted radishes with peas. So I hope you'll try this recipe, and maybe even try growing some of your own radishes. And you can find some other radish recipes again on Purdue's Food Link.